Hi guys, listen. When God gives you a vision, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about that vision. You're the only person he's given that vision to. A lot of the times, we tend to look for the opinions of others when it comes to a vision that God gave us. And it's like, why do we seek the opinions of others for something that God specifically gave us? And I'm talking about like a career, a project, a goal you have, something that God told you to work on. I spoke to so many people today. Majority of the people I spoke to today, they had a little bit of discouragement when it came to like their purpose, their goals, their missions. And it's like God gave them these visions, but it's their main concern was what everybody else was going to think, And I just want to say, if anyone's going through this, like, who cares what people think about that vision? Because that vision was given to you, not these people. A lot of times people are not going to agree with your vision, and they may say your vision is foolish until they see you're successful at it. Then it's not going to be no longer foolish anymore. You see what I'm saying? You just have to start it and not care what people think. Yeah, sometimes people can put us down and make us feel discouraged and make us not even want to start it and not even want to continue it because, the opinions of others can hurt us. Yeah, I go through that too sometimes. But when that happens, you just have to pull away and then come back. But you can't completely just wipe out the vision that God gave you over someone else's opinion. Because let me tell you something. Best believe if God gives you a vision and tells you to do something, best believe he's going to bring your support later on. You may not see the support in the beginning. You may get a lot of negative opinions in the beginning because not everyone's going to agree with that vision. But best believe when God says do something, I need you to focus on this path. Here's a project I want you to start. Here's a business I want you to start. You may be like, God, you told me to start this business. You told me to start this project and I'm not getting any followers or I'm not getting any support or you get what I'm saying? No matter whatever it is he told you to do. In the beginning, you may not get the support you want because in the beginning, you're just starting out. You're still not even comfortable with your own vision. You're still not even comfortable with the decisions you're making when it comes to that business or that project because you're still working on it. You're still being warmed up to the vision that God gave you because you're only used to seeing it in your vision. You're not used to putting it into reality. You get what I'm saying? And you're putting it into reality now. So now you have to get used to it being in reality. You got to get used to the ups and downs. You got to get used to, whatever you have to do relating to the file cabinets, relating to paperwork. You got to get used to inventory if you have a business. You got to get used to certain platforms if you're on social media. Do you get what I'm saying? You're still getting used to it. So of course you're not going to get the big support like you want. You see what I'm saying? It's going to take time. With anything, it's going to take time. So just because God gave you a vision and you're not seeing it, being successful off the ground does not mean it's not going to be successful. A lot of times we think because God gave us something, an idea or a vision to do something, we think that we're going to see the success like right away. So yeah, it happens to some people. The success does pour on some people right away, but not everybody. Best believe God has a timing for you and God knows when your timing is. So just because God gave you a vision, you're not seeing it take off right away, does not mean that it's not going to work later on. A lot of successful businesses that you see today, best believe if you saw where they started, you would see that majority of them started off with a little bit of support. A lot of them, people told them that they were not going to be nothing, that it wasn't going to grow, wasn't going to be successful, but they continued to push forward. Right? So sometimes things take time, especially when God gives you a vision, best believe he will bring the right people in to support it. You see what I'm saying? So don't care about what people think about it when you're starting out. When something is starting out, it doesn't always look the best. When you're building a house and you tell someone, hey, I just bought a house. Look at my house. And all they see is the first layer of the bricks. They're going to say, that's your house. There's nothing there. And they may laugh at it. Or you may show them an old house that's run down and broken down and windows are cracked and bricks are falling out. You're like, look at my house. I just purchased it. And they're like, that's your house. And they may laugh at it. And then 2 years from now, they come back and they see the whole house has been renovated. The whole house has been fixed. And they laughed at your vision in the beginning. But God told you to buy that house and God told you to fix up that house. And when you showed everybody that house before it was even fixed, You see what I'm saying? So it's the same concept with anything you're doing in life. If God gives you a vision about something and says, this is where I need you to be, this is what I want you to start, this project I need you to start, or this door I need you to open. Remember, doors lead to other doors too. So God may tell you to start something, and you may not be doing your best at it. You may feel discouraged, but then that door leads you to that other door where God needs you to actually be. He just used that door as a stepping stone to get you to the next level. But he may not have told you that. He may just say, I want you to open this door and step into this door. And you step into the door and you're like, what the heck is going on here, God? I don't see nothing. And then 2 years from now, boom, the next door opens for you. But like I said, that was a stepping stone. So when God gives us a vision and tells you to do something, think of it like a house that's broken down and that's not renovated or that's not built yet. It's going to look discouraging in the beginning, even to yourself. So if it looks discouraging to you, best believe it's going to look discouraging to other people. So it's best to just hold on to that vision and not say nothing at all. Just work on it low key. Don't tell nobody what you're working on. Work on it low key and you start renovating that vision. Renovate it until it becomes that outcome that God told you it's going to be. Because best believe when people see that outcome, they're not going to think your idea is foolish no more. They're not going to laugh at you no more. You know how much people laughed at me when I said I wanted to start a YouTube channel? Look where I am today. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you think that the negative comments discouraged me? Yes, it did. A lot of times it did. But guess what? I took a break. I would cry, pull away for a bit. And guess what? I would pull my big girl's panties on and get back out there. I'm like, you know what, God? You gave me a vision. I got to go after it. You get what I'm saying? Because if I give up my vision because of what someone else says, it means I'm giving up on you, God. Because you told me to do it. If I give up on my skincare business, God, that means that I give up on you because you gave me the idea. You gave me the idea. You told me exactly what to do. I had someone email me and say, give me some good advice and was like, you should change your boxing to matte and your products to matte because matte's what's in. It's trending right now. And I appreciate the person's advice, but that's not the vision that God gave me. When he showed me the vision, he showed me the shiny bottles, the shiny boxes. And I'm like, I can't change my vision that God gave me because I'm not following trends. I'm following what God told me to do. You see what I'm saying? So you have to focus on the vision he gives you. Renovate that house. You get what I'm saying? Renovate that house. You don't have to show nobody the house before it's renovated. You don't got to show nobody the house before it's built. Renovate it low key. Work on it. Continue focusing on it. Take days off if you're stressed out, yes. Recharge, but get back to it. Consistency is key and don't give up. And best believe if God told you to do it, if God told you to specifically do it, best believe there's going to be success coming out of it. Whether it's coming out that specific vision or that vision's actually a door leading to the next chapter of your life to success. Okay. Regardless, something's going to come out of it. So don't be discouraged. Keep pushing and keep moving forward. And don't care what people think. Who cares? A lot of people are stuck in a box because they care what people think. I don't care if it's the most confident person you've dealt with. Okay, if you see they're not happy in their life and you see they're miserable and they look confident, but they're still miserable, even though they look confident, they're still miserable and they're working a job they're not happy at or whatever. Best believe that person definitely may have put their dreams on the back burner, or they cared what people think, so they stayed in that position that they didn't want to be in. Okay, because they care what people think. Do not care what people think. Yes, we're humans. It's going to affect us sometimes, but don't let it consume you. Don't let it take over that vision, because at the end of the day, God gave that to you. God did not give it to your mom. He didn't give it to your dad. He didn't give it to your brother, your sister, your aunties, your uncles, your cousin, your friends, your associates at work. God gave the vision to you. So you are responsible to turn it into reality, not anybody else. So just focus on it and be consistent, because he is going to turn it into something great. Okay. Let me tell you something. There's musicians and stuff out there that would dance at school, just imagine like a little girl just dancing, just like pretend she's a ballerina and just dancing, and everybody used to laugh at her and make fun of her. Okay. Imagine that, right? And she becomes one of the best dancers, ballerinas out there. She's on stage and she's doing like big shows and everything like that, and she's a well-known ballerina now, and she's doing even like the shows on the ice rinks and all that. You see what I mean? They're not laughing now, are they? Whatever vision God gives you, practice it. Keep pushing, be consistent with it, because there's greatness coming out of it. God would not let you waste your time. God's not going to tell you to work on something for it to fail. Remember that. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.